Oh, for God's sake. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, everyone. It's Commander Trium back once again, still having a ton of fun here, trying to get this stupid thing to work. Let's see if we can connect to our server now. Looks like it's going to go a lot more smoothly right at the moment. Which is very good news. And yes, we find ourselves in deep space. Don't know what caused that last glitch with Frontier, but seems to have been corrected. We're resuming course to Darwin Orbital.
Ready to engage.
Wow. That's neat. It looks like they flew my ship for me, nice and far away from everything. That is definitely not the correct distance for Darwin Orbital. I'm lucky I didn't crash into the sun or some damn thing. Unbelievable. How did they justify this? Losing people's ships and just letting them careen off into the universe somewhere out of control? No pilot whatsoever. They should be able to find out the pilot's connected at least using their server software. Apparently that didn't work. What the hell's the matter? It's almost, you know what, it's almost as if they're developing against live servers, which would be the dumbest freaking way to operate I've ever heard of in software development, but I'm skeptical that could possibly be the explanation. Only a fool would develop that way. I mean, that is what beta servers are for, right? And even so, we once again have to overshoot it. Because this throttle is so bloody slow, it cannot possibly keep up with the will of the pilot. All I want is to get to my destination as quickly as possible. Just selling indium here and getting basic meds. At some point.
Assisted docking initiated.
Of course we're waiting in the queue, quite naturally. There's at least a row of ships in front of me that have to be properly ported before I'll have any hope of getting into the starbase with my docking computer, unless I manually go through the hole, in which case, why the hell do I even have a docking computer in the first place?
Landing gear deployed.
Have you checked your bay number? Check again. Unauthorized landing may trigger a lethal response.
Docking completed. Disembark when ready.
Of course, it's worth a little bit less.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Good God. Kill, 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 kill. Kill, 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 kill. Yeah, nothing I'm really thrilled about here. And how far do we have to travel? Right, so let's anyways just have a look at the outfitting and see what we have in... Oh, optional internal. We'll go for the cargo rack again, browse the shop, and no we won't. Where in the hell? Okay, let's go back. And we have a shipyard with... Apparently it's arrived. That's just wonderful.
Docking coupler disengaged. Depart when ready, Commander. This is Federal Flight Control. You are required to submit a docking request before landing. Authorization cleared. Land on pad 40. Automated docking confirmed.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Landing sequence completed. Deploying ground crew. You've probably heard rumors of contagion and outbreak, Commander. I wouldn't pay too much attention to rebel propaganda if I were you.
Pilots, do not block the access corridor at any time.
We must pay Section 31 200 credits. We are clear. Should I go on a mission for Section 31? I just don't know.
Mind your speed and your surroundings. Avoid collisions at all costs.
Oh! A little bit less than last time. Is our demand decreased? Not really. Not really sure why that happens.
Blocking bay access is a crime. Don't risk annihilation. Make way for other vessels.
Hello. I joined your group. Are you forming a squadron?
The access corridor is designated a no-stop zone. Blockages will be removed using lethal force.
Let's see here. Well, that's just lovely.
Do you have authorization to be inside the docking bay? Remember, loitering is a violation.
Okay, so... Oh, I hear something.
You heard me?
I hear you. I hear myself too, once again, but...
The little wave sign is going now.
Yes.
All the time.
Outstanding.
Too sensitive.
It's very sensitive.
Too sensitive, right? I gotta cut this.
Well, normally, if you wear a headset, of course, there's no feedback, right? So you won't hear... People don't hear themselves talking at your end. It sounds like someone's interrupting you constantly, and it's very difficult to talk. For some of us, anyway.
kind of why I use Discord, because you can do all them settings.
You can fool around with it so it doesn't do that?
Like, as soon as we connected and we're in this, like, before I did my little trick there to turn it on,
Yeah.
your voice is pretty solid, but now you're, like, in the background.
Yeah. That probably wouldn't happen if you had headphones on either. What you're describing is normally what happens with speaker feedback. It's very, very well known. It's happened since forever.
Okay, well, I'll put my headphones on.
Hang on a second. Let me just, before you do that, let me just see if I can change some of the audio settings.
Go ahead. Did you ever find any meta-alloys or what?
It wasn't worth it in the end. Yes, I did. I found, like, lots of them, but it took way too long.
Yeah.
Like, either you have to reboot or you have to, like, run around. And both, it's sort of a wash in terms of cost benefit. You're going to make money, but it won't be nearly as much as you will off volume trade or volume passenger hauls.
Not much into relogging, are you?
No, I mean, I'd rather stay in the game than log in and out and pop in and out and change my wing settings and, like, monkey around with all that crap. Just one moment here.
Yeah, I just did 30 logs at the CG, so that's all good. 5 mil, yeehaw.
Yeah. Well, how's your deal with the Thargoids going lately?
Well, I'm sort of hanging out where they're going.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I live in the Pallades, right? So
yeah, I got a ship there now.
When they first showed up. But now I go to the front lines and try to help defend, keep them away. But pretty soon they'll be... I think they're going to do something new that we haven't seen, and that's what I'm hoping and waiting for.
It's base ships. I know it's base ships. I'm so fucking scared of the base ships too, because they're 4 kilometers across. What are you supposed to do with that?
You got to go into it with a I'm willing to die to learn how to do this attitude.
Yeah.
So that means you need a lot of extra cash.
Yeah, you're going to need hundreds of millions of credits just to go in and constantly be ejected in your escape pod. You'll be living in your escape pod.
It's a rich man's sport, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you build a ship that can withstand the punishment, and there's a 20 to 40 million rebuy.
Yeah. And then after that, yeah, it's 24, that's with the insurance. Of course, I don't know if they're going to change the insurance system so that, the premiums go up the more frequently you get killed. If you get killed too frequently, then the premiums become unaffordable. I've heard stories about that. I've heard stories about where the Thargoids are coming from. They're popping in from outside the galaxy. The barnacles were just their way of seeding energy sources and starship construction areas here inside the Milky Way, and when they throw the switch, they're gonna switch the flip on you, and and then all of a sudden you're... Oh, sorry, am I interrupting? CQC announcer volume. No, none of these volume settings are really going to help you very much.
It's all about Discord.
I know, but...
change settings in my system, then Discord needs to change too. That's not what I want.
I like just running the game. Like, I've even toyed with, like, shutting down Explorer on my Windows box, just have Elite running. So there's no Windows, it's just an Elite box. Just so I can squeeze every ounce of CPU performance out. Okay. Well, there's nothing in there, so...
Making more trades for low-end cash?
Well, I'm thinking I'm going to possibly they bumped up they buffed the passenger manifests again. So now you can make more money ferrying passengers around. And if you get good standing in certain systems. So I'm going to
It's all reputation based. So do you have a place where you have a lot of reputation already?
Oh yeah, the Sol system I do. I have, and there's bases all over the galaxy. Like I don't even know where the hell they all are. I should like make a chart in Excel or something, and so I can write down what my standing is at various ports. But
that doesn't erode or anything. If you rep up to Allied somewhere, you come back 2 years later, you're still Allied there.
Yeah. I'd have to go index all my visited stars, and like really, I'd have to tour the galaxy again to find out exactly. But I mean, at minimum, I'm cordial in those systems that I normally visit for any length of time.
Yeah. And that doesn't spawn the big mission pays.
No, the big mission pays come with ally or friendly, and you gotta be really, it's ally. But like I'm allied in the Sol system, they give you good seeker missions for passengers, but they aren't big on transport missions. Like if you just want to travel from Earth to some other, on a one-way basis for a finite, limited time, one destination straight there. And you'd think there'd be more.
Economy class. That's what you mean.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about getting a one of those, what the hell is it, the Beluga class passenger liner? The big one?
So you could do first class and luxury cabins and stuff?
Yeah, I have first class, and I have business class, and then I have economy, and, you can do whatever the hell you want then, and you can almost have unlimited numbers of passengers. The thing takes, plus it has a fighter bay, and it's like a little miniature cruise ship. Yeah, they say it says in the description, it's like a cruise ship, except it's like the big Imperial luxury liners, which we never see them, but they're apparently out there somewhere. They're the one step below them in terms of ship class. Just because they're considered large craft, but they don't. The Imperial luxury liners would be capital ships, equipped with fighter bays of their own.
So I got an idea. I've got quite a bit of rep too. I've probably got big clusters of systems that we can do find a cargo wing mission.
Okay.
Like you did the other day.
Yeah, those are always welcome. If you have a good one, I mean, I'll travel a certain distance to go do them. But they have to be within about 200 light years, realistically, because anything outside of 200 light years, it'll take me too long just to get there to do the mission in the first place. But normally, yeah, 200 light years, I'll go out and as long as the payout is decent, I'll go out and do it. But the payout has to be basically between 2 and 4 million credits. Because right now I'm making 3 just doing what I'm doing. Right now. I make 3 million per loop. So it has to be at least that.
Let's see then. I'll see if there's anything close to me here.
And that's because there's a series of plagues right now in the game. Near in the Federation. So here's a good opportunity for me to boost my Federation rank, as well as take any targets of opportunity and get my and make some money at the same time. And the other thing I need more engineering parts, the rarefied ones. They're getting. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Let me just go back to enter the hangar.
That's my speciality.
Yeah, the engineering crap that I need includes the following.
jot it down so I can help you sort.
What am I looking for here? Oh,
Chemical manipulators, I would assume.
oh yeah, hang on, remote workshop, there we go. So under power distributors, we've got
Alright.
the military supercapacitors. Need at least one of those, preferably 2 or 3 would be nice.
Yeah.
Let's see, engines, what do we got here? Dirty drive.
Level 5, so you could trade down if you got a whole bunch of it.
Well, here I need 2 things. I need the configurable components. Those are fairly common. There shouldn't be a problem getting the hold of those. But the one thing I can't get my hands on easily is the pharmaceutical isolators. Those are level 5 rare, and they're the rarest item I think you can get in the manufactured category. I've never even heard of them. That's how rare they are.
We'll find you some.
And
system 20 light years away that's at war.
And they have pharma isolators. Okay. And
you never know until you look.
And finally, the last item on the list is improvised components. Again, 2 or 3 of those would be nice. Those are level 5 rare, it says, but I've seen them before, so they must be out there.
Okay, one thing I've never tried is if I find a USS that has what we want, and then wing with you after I find it,
Can
I
I...
don't know whether or not you'll get to see it or not.
No, I don't. You have your... But you have your own, library of stuff, and I have my own library of stuff, and the 2 are kept separate by the game normally. Like, you know what I mean? Manufactured items are not the same as cargo. You can't put it into a cargo canister and just ship it on over. It doesn't work like that.
No. I'm talking about the discovery of the USSs that contain these things.
Oh.
That you fly up to and grab them. So if I find one, and then we wing and you come to me while I wait for it, it should stay. It should work.
What's a USS?
And then you'll get it.
Unidentified
signal
signal source, right. And the NHS is non-human signal source, the same idea.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump 20 away, and I'm going to have a look, and if there's any, because sometimes there's spawn bursts where you get just spawn after spawn.
Well, what I've been doing...
Sometimes it's just one spawn an hour.
Yeah, here's what...
don't want that.
Here's what I've been doing. I've been going from system to system. Every time I see a USS, I go into it as a target of opportunity while I'm doing cargo runs. And sometimes it's a fight. So sometimes it's a distress call, or sometimes there's just, like a threat to fight between 2 different factions. And I'll go in there and I'll sort them out. And sometimes it's a weird one. It'll be like, oh, and you have this encoded transmission you have to find on a private data beacon, and then some other debris floating around. And other times, it's just a pile of debris, some more useful engineering components. And you send out your limpets, you go collect all the engineering components. And it takes up 0 cargo space, so it doesn't matter if you're ferrying like a full cargo load or not. And you get it, and that's it. And that's what I've been doing. So anyway, I haven't been able to find it for quite some time, like weeks, playing like that.
Well, there's a method to it, and I'm doing it now. So if I'm lucky, or we're lucky, then you can come and grab it, and then I'll look for some more.
All right.
You can go back to doing what you're doing.
Okay.
It doesn't take long. If the system is dry and there's nothing happening, then I'll try somewhere else. But if it's happy, then we'll stay
and you like the warfare systems, right? The ones that are at war or having a civil war or whatever, are the ones where this can happen.
There's got to be some conflict of some kind, or as you say, an outbreak. on most of these.
Yeah, I'm in an outbreak system right now. And I've been looking for USSs. They aren't really showing up, though. It's like they normally do. The high security means that there's a low volume count of signal sources. Okay, where the hell are we? Bogdanov City, and we're in the Katauri system. The Katuri system, sorry. And... oh, I asked you about a squadron. Are you making a squadron?
I don't know what that means.
The new feature coming out in after June of this year at some point. Not necessarily the next chapter, but the one after that. They're going to introduce some new feature called squadrons. Squadrons can have up to 250 people. You have 55 on your group list. No, you have over 500 in your group list. Theoretically, you could form a squadron that would be able to have a capital ship. One of the new fleet carriers is where I'm headed with this. The squadrons will control the fleet carriers, and I'm kind of interested in doing that. I want to see what these fleet carriers are about when they're introduced.
I'm a miner, so there doesn't seem to be much reason for a miner to start one of them up.
Well, you're also a fighter.
Join a mining guild.
Oh, you could make one.
Everything, don't you?
Yeah. You could just make a mining guild. I don't know how many mining guilds there are, but this is like a guild. It's exactly what the term that Frontier used to describe them. They do have, the only problem with them is they do have this maximum user count of 250. They won't, you can't have you can't be squadron leader and nominate more than 250 people to join your squadron. Also, you have to appoint officers to help you. They will have certain levels of access as well. They'll be able to vote on the destination of the fleet carrier and a few other things.
Well, the mining upgrades that the game is getting at the end of the year is what I'm looking forward to. So if I start up or join into a big squadron and then a whole new set of game mechanics comes out but has nothing to do with squadrons, I'm just going to drop it just like that, right?
Yeah.
Like a hot rock. You know that picture that they put out with the deep core blasting where the asteroid explodes in
yeah.
the sky?
Yeah.
That's my dream. That's my dream, is to be able to go and do that all day, every day. Stuff like that.
What the hell? I just lost all video. Hang on a second.
All video?
Yeah, like it went dark. My VR cam is not necessarily in the best shape at the moment. Oculus is like, no, Oculus has made a piece of crap that's got too many sensors, and if one of the sensors fails, your video goes dark inside the headset. Which is kind of bad design. I don't know what... Sometimes I just wonder about engineers, like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, points of failure do matter, and they, you know... anyway. Drives me crazy.
Well, I've had a couple of USSs. I skipped over a different system. It's a little light right now.
Yeah, I'm just in transit right now with this cargo. Hang on. Where the hell am I? Okay. And... No. Yes. Confirmed.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay. Now, we get the hell out of here.
So I got a question.
Yes.
That I'm sure you don't know the answer to, but it'll be an interesting thing to see. The new squadrons feature. You say that only one person can create one, Like,
well, no. Anyone can create a squadron. Like anyone, from the lowliest user to someone who's been, playing the game since the dawn, since 2014, since the beginning. And it doesn't make any difference. But.
Okay, well, I haven't asked my question yet.
Okay.
So let's say there's a circle of 4 people, okay?
Yeah.
There's 4 people, me and my 3 friends.
Okay.
I create a squadron, and the 3 of them join it, okay?
Yeah.
I don't give them any powers. They're just pilots or whatever the lowest rank is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to go to a different squadron, so I want to leave that one and join my friend's large squadron with lots of people in it.
Yeah.
That means I have to pass the mantle over.
That's right, yes.
So what if one of my 3 friends, none of my 3 friends want to take it? Can I just pass it automatically, or do I have to disband? No. How do you get rid of the squadron if no one wants to take it?
You can probably disband it, I would guess, but a lot of these questions are still outstanding.
Goodbye, Commander.
Hang on a second. My video just died again. Give me a second. This thing is like seriously pissing me off. I can't believe this, because every time I go back to like regular Oculus mode, like back to just the entry room or whatever, it works fine. It's only when I'm playing Elite that I have any problems whatsoever. And it drives me bats. This is nasty today. Give me a damn minute. No, this isn't working. I have to log off and back in as a result. No choice.
All right.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Good luck.
Come on! Dearest Jesus H. Christ.